Hi everybody, I'm Rachel LePage, a developmental healthcare consultant with HealthyCHILD at the University of Pittsburgh's Office of Child Development. And we're back for another story time. Today, I'm going to be reading Nobody Hugs a Cactus. Look at that cactus on there. He looks pretty angry, doesn't he? I can tell because his mouth is down, his eyebrows are down. Let's find out why he's so mad. Nobody Hugs a Cactus by Goodrich. Hank lived in a pot. The pot sat in a window. The window looked out at the empty desert. It was hot, dry, peaceful, and quiet, just the way Hank liked it. He looked so peaceful with his eyes closed and his mouth smiling. I'd like to live somewhere peaceful and quiet too. But every now and then, somebody would interrupt Hank's peace and quiet. "Hiya, Hank," Rosie the Tumbleweed called out. "Isn't it a beautiful day?" Hank ignored her. He just wanted to be left alone. He looks upset with his arms crossed and his eyebrows down. I get like that too sometimes when I'm upset. "Okay, so long," said Rosie cheerfully, and she tumbled away. So Hank was happy again. But just as he was beginning to relax, "Hello," shouted a tortoise. Uh-oh. Do we think Hank's gonna be happy? I don't know. Oh no, does he look happy? I think he looks pretty upset. "Private property," yelled Hank. "Keep out." The tortoise was so frightened, he hid in his shell. Oh no. Was Hank very kind to the tortoise? Remember, when we are talking to our friends, we want to use kind words. Hank was still yelling at the tortoise when a jackrabbit hopped by. "Hiya, Prickles," she shouted. "My name isn't Prickles," Hank said. "And stay out of my yard." Oh no, his cheeks are red, and now he is yelling even louder. I think Hank is feeling pretty angry. Tumbleweeds, tortoises, jackrabbits. "What's next?" said Hank. A coyote came loping by. "No dogs allowed," Hank yelled. "I'm not a dog," said the coyote, "and you are as prickly on the inside as you are on the outside." Oh no. Let's see what Hank has to say to that. Before he could yell back at the coyote, a cowboy strode past. "Keep off the grass," Hank shouted. "What grass?" said the cowboy. "Seems to me somebody needs a hug." Too bad nobody hugs a cactus. "Hi," said a lizard. "Who invited you?" said Hank. "And just in case you're wondering, I don't want a hug." "That's good," said the lizard, "because I don't want to give you one." Then he skittered away. I wonder why these friends don't want to give Hank a hug. He's not using very kind words. An owl landed on the roof. "If you're looking for a hug," said Hank, "well, I guess I could give you one." "Who, me?" said the owl. "You must be joking." And for the first time, Hank began to feel a little lonely. What's it like to feel lonely? Let's see how Hank is looking. He looks a little bit sad. I think he might want a friend. The next morning, Hank was feeling more sad on the inside than prickly. Maybe a hug wouldn't be so bad after all. The wind began to pick up, and an old cup blew by and stuck to Hank's face. His arms were too short to get it off. Great, said Hank. Oh my goodness, that would be frustrating. After a while, Rosie came bouncing by. I'll get it off you, Hank, she shouted, and she jumped up to knock the cup right off Hank's face. Then she tumbled away. Well, that was a kind thing of Rosie to do, to come and help Hank. Hank didn't have time to thank Rosie. He felt bad about all the other times he had been so rude to her. So he came up with a plan. Let's find out what he's going to do. Hank decided to grow the best flower he could and then give it to Rosie as a thank you gift. It took days, but at last it was ready. He couldn't wait for Rosie to pass by again. Oh my goodness, that is such a kind thing to do, to give Rosie a thank you gift. He was feeling a little bad about how he was being rude before, so he wants to make up for it now. When at last she finally did come bouncing back, Hank held out the flower. Look, Rosie, he said, I grew this just for you. He is so excited. He looks so happy. Rosie was so surprised, she jumped up and gave Hank a great big hug. It felt so nice, Hank didn't want to let go. And as things turned out, he couldn't. Rosie and Hank had become stuck together. Oh no. But they didn't care. After all, it's better to be stuck in a hug than stuck all alone. The end. So remember, friends, when we are at home with our family and we're spending time with them, we can do fun things together, like draw a picture, make up stories, read stories together with us on our Facebook, and think of all kinds of fun things we can do while we're at home inside. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Bye-bye.